Today, let's do a little bit of psychology. I would like to start with a preamble that human beings are deeply emotional people. How do we know this? We know this because in every human language, there are low and high vibrated words. These words carry frequencies. That is why somebody can say a word and you are happy, and that same person can say another word and you are so agitated. Some people are able to control their emotions, others are not able to control it. Now, if you have somebody who is always being negative, always being disviming, always insultful, then you know the level of person. It's not enlightened. The person has not self-actualized. If this person is saying these negative things to another person who is also not enlightened, then you are diminishing the self-esteem of the person. You are reducing the confidence of the person. If you say this to somebody who has self-actualized, he wouldn't even respond in the first place because he knows that insults are nothing. If you live in a scope, when you take a scope or you take a society where the population size is huge, the erroneous level is huge. The bigger the population size, the bigger the erroneous level, the smaller the population size. So community in this one, that's a young doors or community anymore. Because you have 400 doors, excuse my language. You see what I'm saying? Now take the third law of the universe, which is the law of polarity. It says for everything there are two sides. There is the up, there is the down, there is the yin, there is the yang, there is the plus, there is the minus, there is positive, there is negative. So if your phone is on 50%, like I always give this example, and you are following the negative aspect and you don't want to put your phone on charge, and you keep pressing the phone, the battery will drain to 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 41, then eventually to zero. Now, mind you, this ripple effect is not instantaneous. Same way, if you focus on the positive aspect and you wake up and you plug the phone on charge, you gain 51, 52, then eventually 100%. Mind you, again, the positive response is not instantaneous. So we take this subconscious effect to be normalized. But it has a huge effect on our life. Think of it. Every rich man, every billionaire, every strong leader, every untouchable person chooses what to give their energy to. You will not find them responding to anything. You will not find them attending every occasion. You will not find them giving their energy to anything. But you are living on autopilot. Once somebody says something insultful, the best way is to react. Somebody sends a disrespectful message, your next reaction is to put a person in his place. You see, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish by doing that? What you are doing is that you are giving the person exactly what they want. You are giving them your energy, you are giving them your power, you are giving them your time, you are giving them your resources. Take it from another angle by not responding. What happens if you don't respond? And the person starts wondering, why is it not responding? The person might even send another message to just get your attention. But you choose where your attention goes. That is what we call guarded attention. Insult is not a crime. When somebody insults you, you are not too important, you are not too huge. Human beings, we are arrogant and braggart. When this earth that we are on shakes a little bit, you see that you are just living by the mercies of God. And you are not too important, you are not too accurate to be too judgmental and too condemning of others. So when somebody is broadcasting from a level of negativity, you know that this person is not proper. So you don't give that person your energy. And every great leader knows that insults, especially if you're in a political terrain and in this era that we are living in a social media terrain, you know that insult is the number one occupational hazard to be a politician. If you become a politician, the 70% of the words you are welcoming are insults. They know it, they don't even care. You see, the second is what? Betrayal. The third is life. When you hear somebody's lying, it's not down now because say, hey, you don't do that as a leader, you don't care. If somebody says that somebody is sitting in a wheelchair, isn't the person sitting in a wheelchair? Of course, the person is sitting in a wheelchair. If the person says the person is lazy, that is a perception. The person is just trying to be a miserable, presumptuous, no talent, and is broadcasting negative aspects and is saying that this person is negative. That is his perception. Yeah, it's not a crime. You can't do anything about it. And the leaders know. However, what we have is that what we call reputational risks. In risk management, there will be a friend of reputational risks. As an individual, as an institution, as a corporation, or if you are working for a corporation, you can't wear the corporation tag and you are wearing your suit and be fighting in public. You are causing a bad reputational rate for the corporation. As a human being, if somebody is saying something that is forceful, that is when you challenge the person, or something that is defamatory. That is when you go to court. But insult there is nothing. You are not too important. You are nobody. You see, what am I saying? What I'm saying is that when you find a negative person who is broadcasting a negative as the negative field or frequency to you, you have to guard your attention. You have to choose things you respond to. You have to choose things you give your energy to. You have to choose things you give your time and resources to. Hashtag YPGG, hashtag Youth for Proper Governance Ghana, and hashtag Hope in Action. If today is your first time here, click the follow button, like, leave a commentary, post, and share with other social reformers. Thank you.